Welcome back to It's Me Tinx Live, exclusively on Radio Andy at Channel 102. Already thinking about lunch. It's one of those days. I mean, I'm so hungry because I walked up and down the stairs 3 times this morning and worked out, so I need to get something actually delicious. Why are you rolling your eyes?
I didn't roll my eyes, but I just laughed. You're just like, you did so much this morning. You're always like, I'm better than you when I work out, but now you did the stairs 3 times. So
and I did the stairs. Like, where is my medal? Someone give me a cookie. No, it's real. Like, I need to seek help. Oh my God. Wait. Also, no one cares, but I've been wanting to install blackout curtains in my bedroom because they put literally like the curtain in my window is a tissue. Like, they literally hung up a Kleenex and they were like, try to sleep. And then it's so bright in the morning. And I'm someone who needs to sleep in like a cold, dark box. And so Lauren and I, like, okay, let's be real. Lauren went to the shade store and she was like, okay, like, oh my God, it's so exciting. We're going to get blackout curtains. We wait 6 weeks to get this appointment. Okay. We were so pumped yesterday. Well, I was crashing out. So like, I couldn't even talk to the guy, but then he came in, he installed them and he was like, okay, you want to take a look? And I was mid crash out. So I was like, okay, well, at least this will make me feel better. We go in and he rolls them down and we were like, oh, that's just
not it.
It's just not a blackout curtain. And he was like, oh no, yeah, it's not. And we were like, well, that's
tissue paper.
It was tissue paper. So now I have one tissue and one paper towel hanging up in my bedroom. And I was like, dude, we waited for 6 weeks for this. So anyway, that's on me for investing so much money in a rental. Like, why am I investing this money? But sleep is so important.
No, I mean, it's important, and it'll be really good once
it's going to be unreal. It's my birthday present to myself, one of many. I also kind of want to get the sleep aid. Like, I was on a date recently, and this guy was telling me, you know, it's like, it's apparently unreal. It like measures your body temperature, and then it can make you cooler. Or
like a mattress?
Yeah, it's a mattress and it's like very high tech and people are obsessed with it. And actually a guy in my building, like, I saw that he got one and I was like, oh, I want to ask him about it. But people are obsessed with it. Cliff is literally obsessed with it. And so it's like if you get a little hot, it pumps like cold water. I don't know. It seems really cool. And I'm such a hot sleeper. Like, I'm so fucking sweaty when I wake up in the middle of the night and like in the morning. So hot. I know, you guys. It's crazy. I don't have a boyfriend. But like, I am someone who needs it to be so fucking cold as well. Like in the night. So
I was going to say, I think they also, I don't know if that specific brand does it, but I know other people make mattresses that do it for like a partner in the bed too. Like,
okay, well, I don't have a boyfriend.
Well, I was going to say, I know you don't like sharing beds with people anyway, but you can do it for matching on other sides too. It's really innovative.
Yeah, that's so true. No, I don't like sharing. Well, I mean, sometimes I do, but for the most part, not really. I need to get over that. That's why I actually don't have a boyfriend. Commitment phobe. Okay, Ari. Hey, Ari, how are you?
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Thanks for calling. What's going on?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, so quickly, this weekend I saw the video that Emily Sundberg from Feed Me did with like an interview with Derek Thompson, who's a writer at The Atlantic.
Okay.
And their discussion was called "The Death of Parties in America." And it was
from that article. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and so the author, he's written books and like he's also written other articles about it for The Atlantic. One that's called The Century of Anti-Socialization, I think.
Yes.
And it was so interesting, and I was just like, first I was like so excited to hear, you know, the same thoughts and things we've been, like, they've eating my brain for a while, and I know yours too, and I was like, I want to discuss this with someone who's passionate about this.
Yeah. I loved that article when it came out in The Atlantic. Just for everybody who doesn't know, to give you a refresher, this article came out in the beginning of this year, I think, about how Americans don't throw parties anymore. And it's a huge problem because parties are what makes us human. Parties are how we engage with the messy parts of life. A party is where you meet friends. A party is where you get rejected, but you're completely fine about it. A party is where you dance and socialize and hear new ideas and just be around people. And people just stop throwing parties, and it's really scary and it's really frightening. And I am really passionate about it. And what I liked is that the author of the article, which I can reshare again on my Instagram today, he said, it's a guy, right, who wrote that article?
I know. This one in the video is a guy, but I think the original, like that article, was a girl. But
You're
they're both
right.
written about the same thing.
You're right. So the author said that everybody should aim to throw 2 parties a year. And she also spoke about how a lot of people were just afraid that no one was going to come. And interestingly enough, I read a really interesting article in the Free Press last week by Sasha Seinfeld, actually, and she's Gen Z. And I thought it was such an interesting perspective because she said about how the app Partiful, it's like, if you guys don't know what it is, it's like this app where you can invite people to parties, but in order to get the guest list, you have to like RSVP, and how it's actually been really negative for people because it causes Gen Z a lot of anxiety, and they have anxiety about fucking everything. So now they're like, oh, I don't want to go, and like it's too anxious and whatever. It's weird to see the list and all this stuff. Anyway, all this to say, I think the direction is very clear. I liked what the author of the original article said. Throw 2 parties a year. A dinner party, a fucking barbecue, invite people, tell them to bring friends. Like, we need to be normal. Like, we are literally losing what it means to be human. We're all like sitting in our little boxes and we're like, oh, I could go get coffee, or I could like sit in my little apartment and have it delivered to me. And I don't have to leave my apartment for 4 days because everything can just come to me. And instead of going out and talking to people, I'm going to just go online and have false community with online communities that don't really exist. It's just like, it's a mess. So
they talk about that.
Yeah.
So three quick things about this. You need to watch the video.
Okay.
I think you're gonna be so excited. One thing that adds to this conversation they added was that the whole health and wellness obsession competes with social life. So like there's that tension where this obsession with being healthy and like life optimizing is taking away the time that we use for leisure for social. Like
I love that point.
Social,
yeah.
Taking away from it. And I thought that was so interesting.
I think that's an amazing point. Yeah. And I mean, I have to say, I think like people, look, I love wellness. I think it's great that people have taken an interest in it. I think I work out. I like to eat healthy. I like to take vitamins, do all that shit. But for some people, it's become an obsession. It's like, it's called orthorexia. It's an obsession with being healthy. It's like, oh my God, I can't stay out past my bedtime or I'll die. Or, oh my God, I can't like have one drink, otherwise I'll die, or whatever. It's just like, anything to the extreme is not good. And also, one other point I'll say is like, lest we forget that a lot of the wellness industry is rooted in consumerism, right? Where they're all like, oh, you need to buy this gua sha. Oh, you need to buy 17,000 vitamins. Oh, you need to have a membership of cold plunging and sauna and all this shit. Like, don't forget that it's also an industry, you guys. And I don't know. I think, can I just say one more thing? That the clean girl aesthetic, I think, was really kind of dodgy gray area, because it's like, oh, I'm clean girl. Like I drink green juice. I go to yoga. I would never go out. And then I honestly have to say, I'm so happy that for Charlie XCX last summer, Brat Summer, because it did glorify and glamorize like the messy, fun partiness, and people kind of shook themselves awake a bit and were like, okay, I don't need to go to yoga fucking 7 days a week. Like chill, you know?
Yeah. And one last thing that I think it's perfect with what you're saying about consumerism is they also talk about how there's this new ethos on socializing where people feel that they need to be productive. And I take that with capitalism. And I'm like, I love capitalism.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone feels like you can't just hang out with your friend for the sake of hanging out.
Exactly.
You need to be productive. So you compound it with like, oh, we're going to go and we're going to do something. Like we're going to work out together. We're going to go grocery shopping, like all of that.
Yeah.
And for me, I think you'll agree with me, which is like I've never seen that way, because for me, happiness and joy is a goal itself. So if I'm doing something that's making me happy, like hanging out with my friends brings me happiness, that's productive itself.
100%.
Like the fact that something's bringing me joy, it's productive. And that led me to think in this tension between like capitalism and the way we're living life today and the pushback against hedonism. And hedonism is like this whole philosophical thing of like doing things just for pleasure.
Totally.
And how frowned upon it is, but how important it is to remember that it's okay to just do things because they make us happy. And it can coexist with being like a good person and having morals and, you know, like being empathetic. But like if it's something that's making you happy, like that's enough.
100%.
Being happy and living a fulfilling life, it's enough.
I completely agree with you. And I joke all the time that like I live like a French king who like in the 16th century, because all I like to do is party and eat and like lounge and like wear fancy hats and shoes and stuff, because that's what life's about. Like I'm an incredibly hedonistic person, and I always kind of say it with a layer of self-deprecation, but you're right. There's like but that's why I even try to infuse that when I talk to you guys about like sex or masturbating or whatever. I'm like, what is life if not to like orgasm and eat good food and dance and play? Like what are we doing here then? Like to me, that's why I try and have fun every day. And everyone's like, oh yeah, you're obsessed with fun, whatever. Yeah, I fucking am. What else would I want to do? And again, I'm like you. Like I like consumerism too. I love to buy shit. That makes me happy as well. I'm not saying quit your job and go to live in a rave, but like this obsession with self-optimization and like always habit stacking and like gotta get up and do. It's like, dude, we like, what are we even doing here? The point is joy. The point is connection. The point is love and pleasure and fun. And like that should kind of be everybody's like Northern Star, in my opinion.
I agree 100%. And also, like, fun fact, that article that you shared was a big part, like, I don't think that the big part that led me to, but it did push me over the edge when I started my cultural salon. I told you about it earlier. I think it was.
Oh yes, of course, yes. I love that.
And I'm like, I'm dying to have this journalist come and do one, because I would love to do one on hedonism and have him talk about it and how that kind of ethos in life about productivity and capitalism is actually leading to the antisocial generation. Because it's not just phones. I think a big part of it is exactly that I thought everyone saw the friends like you and I do, which is like, oh, my friends bring me joy.
Yeah.
And that's the role in my life. And I'm realizing, because I've heard it from other people around me, that a lot of people see everything as productivity. Like, why would I do something if it's not being productive?
I know.
Like, I'm going to waste an hour of my time hanging out with my friend if we're not doing something. And I'm like, dude, what do you what do you mean? Like,
no, I completely agree with you. And this has been such an interesting discussion, and I'm really glad you brought it up. So thank you. And I hope that you get that journalist for the salon. If so, let me know at itsmetinx@SiriusXM.com, because I'll pull up, because it will be a really good conversation. And as was this. So thank you for calling.
Come share your today.
Have fun today. Do something fun. Lots of love, babe.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I did this summer. I was like, and I've caught myself a few times being like, oh, like you're being a bit lazy. Like you should work harder. And then I'm like, why? Like, we're all going to die. I want to have fun. I want to just like hang out with Pig and like laugh and like lounge in the pool and drink rosé and like smoke drunk cigs. Like, who cares?